Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be watching a Neace coaching session on a gold Urgot player. And I've seen some other people do this, like reacting to it and just seeing what advice I could give as an Urgot player. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I haven't watched this yet, so we'll see how this.
Let's think about this.
See how this goes.
So I mean, I'd be comfortable playing Urgot or Shen, but against Aatrox, Shen is not going to work.
Yeah, I like
Urgot,
this.
really
Well, Urgot at least has a chance.
Little bit.
Right.
Let's go.
Do you want Ignite here?
Oh yeah, I do. Let's go to our runes real quick.
Yeah, definitely want to take Ignite.
There's no way you're going bone plating
into
yeah,
Aatrox as Urgot.
Here. CC wise, they don't actually have a lot of CC. They don't actually have a lot of CC. They have orange CC. That's about it. I would just go Alacrity. I think most of the CC you can't do anything about.
Urgot
Alacrity.
Scale off of attack speed.
Oh, then go fucking yeah. Then go Bloodline. Yeah, I didn't know that. Go Bloodline then. Fuck it. Because I'm looking at this.
So yeah, this is actually a pretty good game for Bloodline. Usually you do run Tenacity, but pretty much all their CC is knockups here. So I agree with this. Bloodline is good. As the client said, attack speed isn't good on Urgot because your W is a set rate. Like the fire is a set rate.
So
yeah, that's good.
CC, and I'm just like, there's nothing in here that you can really
That's
do.
the rune page that I would run myself.
Because Urgot's W is just constant attack speed. Going any attack speed out.
Pretty hard team count for
I
Urgot.
did not know that. That was news to me.
Yalcia Windwall's really good.
Yeah, it only...
Zac passive is really good because if you ever get a grinder, you don't get to execute if he has his passive up. And then obviously Aatrox is a really hard lane. It's personally my permaban. You can win it, especially if you do take Ignite and you have like good E flash plays.
Only affects is like normal.
But
autos.
Definitely an overpowered champion right now for sure.
Since Aatrox kind of shits on us level 1, I think he does. Well, isn't it? It's like close, right? If we flip.
So Urgot actually beats Aatrox pretty hard level 1 because it's really hard for him to land his sweet spot Qs if he doesn't have his E dash.
The Qs are annoying, but yeah, if we flip him, it's fine. I need either.
I'm thinking versus this lane, I'm gonna just go Doran's Blade because I kind of want to prove my point where it's probably better that we just play aggro as opposed to playing passive.
I mean, that's 4 more.
Yeah, D-Blade is good here.
They can.
There is some matchups where I do go D-Shield, but against Aatrox, you kind of just have to... It's one of those matchups where I feel like you have to fight fire with fire, and you just have to try to kill him before he kills you. If you try to play this as Stain game, you just end up losing.
Yeah, we can go top.
In my experience.
Our team should be fine. Oh, they're about to get a free kill anyways. Good luck, team. Zac has a passive.
Oof. Yeah. I mean,
good luck, team. Oh, Kane with the big fucking Q. Oh my god. Oh my god, Trashua's got fucking...
I think enemy team is definitely a little bit stronger level 1, but...
Zaya got it.
Doesn't look too bad.
It's fun. Set up in the bush and get ready to flip this Aatrox. Aatrox wasn't there, so we can't feel too bad about ourselves. Oh, flip him. He's watching! Kill him!
He's AFK.
Kill him, he's a noob! Auto him all the way back. Yeah. One more.
Nice, that's really good.
Good job. Now guess what you're going to do? You're just going to last...
I almost wonder, let's see, what was his HP?
Good job.
100.
Now guess what you're going to do? You're just going to last sit. You're going to sit right in
that's
the corner,
good.
let the minions meet, and just zone him off all day.
Well, he doesn't even have TP. He has to go home.
Yep. So you do not push. A common mistake people make in this position is they think, oh, he's out of lane, I should push. That's actually wrong. You should just wait till the last second and then just let him lose XP.
Yeah, really good advice by Neace there. You definitely don't want to push his first wave. Even if you try to push it, he's going to get back in time. So this is good. You want to just zone him off.
It's going to be... I have to make sure to use... Which will be impossible now that all of my...
This is really good as Urgot in a lot of matchups, especially if you win the level 1. There's a few matchups where you can't do this, like Darius, for example. Like Set is pretty hard. Fiora. There is a few champs where it's really actually pretty tough.
Now go back to that bush. Go back to the bush where you just were, because you're going to zone him off.
Will do.
But yeah, against Aatrox, you can always do this. You win the level 1 pretty hard.
Yep. Good. Pull back to the wave and then go to the bush. Yep. Now come back out and look to flip him again. Just walk right at him. And good look for autos. Don't lose your minion XP though, whatever you do. That's good.
I got it.
Yeah, this is good so far.
This is really good what you're doing. Now try not to drop as much farm They kind of juggle both. I know it's hard, but I'm trying to teach you that like you need to snowball these laners. Like you have
I'm like
to.
watching him with my peripheral.
It is kind of a tricky balance to do this because you want to make sure you're last hitting, but you also want to make sure that you're trying to zone them like right outside of XP range. So I don't know if the Trox actually missed any XP. He might have missed like 1 or 2 though, but this was good.
Right,
Wow.
right.
Aiming for these minions.
It's a juggling game,
Oh.
certainly. Now this is a spot where Zach has no passive. You could be ganked, but I don't.
So this is where honestly I would hard shove the wave and probably reset for a call. I don't know if he would have enough gold though, because I think he missed a little bit too much farm. But you could also go for like a deep ward here as well.
think I give a shit because you're gonna be level 3 anyways, right? So let's go to Zach's jungle and go peek at him. Let's go peek at him because you can't do anything to Aatrox, right? So we
Yeah,
can
it's a
maybe
good
just-
idea. He doesn't have enough for a
Yeah, We're
call.
gonna run down there. Well, we're gonna run down and ward into his jungle.
Got it.
Just throw it at like towards blue, maybe between blue and
I'm
Gromp.
gonna hit this.
Yeah. Go right back to lane. You can't walk this long. You can't walk this long. Just right
Oh,
back to
okay.
lane.
Yeah, this guy's
Just, like,
walking a
throw it over
little
the
too
wall. Camera
far.
back on
Here.
top. Yeah.
So if he just ran right here and then warded like right here, this is usually where you want to ward because it'll see the blue, it'll see the Gromp, and then you can see if Zach comes up for a lane gank, you can see if he goes for a river gank. It just covers everything. And
Yeah.
you don't waste too much time because you don't have to walk
See,
like
look
all
at
the way
this
down.
XP. If you take too long,
So
look,
yeah,
it
he
starts
might miss
dropping
XP now.
Yes.
Missed
I think
one.
you-
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
still
you
got it.
over the wall.
I hit it. Yeah.
So if he just went for a ward over that wall though and ran back right away, he might have actually been able to last hit that creep. Like that extra 5 seconds is kind of big.
Now you flip him. Yeah, he's out of line. Beat him up. You beat him up. You have
So that was a good E-buffer. I don't know how much this guy plays Urgot, but that was a good E-buffer on the W pullback by Aatrox there. You can E a little bit early since Urgot E has that wind up. You can kind of wind up your E like right before you get pulled back by Aatrox.
I know I
ignite.
have ignite.
Yeah,
So that was good.
It doesn't kill. Okay.
you gotta ignite him. You gotta ignite him. Whoa. You
Ooh.
kind of trolled
Oh.
there. You gave him way too much
You think he
healing.
would've-
Okay, yeah, as Neace is saying, definitely want to ignite there. He could have also flashed the third Q. Still had flash there as well.
he would've
Yeah.
backed off it
Yeah, you
when I
needed to
ignited.
ignite as
Okay.
soon as yes. Remember when you're facing these like
Boots is good. Boots are fillable. That's pretty good against the Trox. Early Boots is really nice because you're really trying to dodge out his Qs.
stat stick champs, you've got to ignite way sooner.
I'm curious what he goes for first item.
Interesting. Okay. Well, his sums are.
You should have already had.
Personally, I'll just say it right now. I either go Cleaver or in a game like this, I would probably go Eclipse because they have Zac and Ornn. They're really tank heavy, so you get that percent armor pen off the legendaries. In a game like this, Eclipse is actually pretty nice against the Trox too because you get the Omnivamp, the movement speed, the shield. So it's still a little bit defensive and it gives you just really good dueling power against him. And usually Trox players will
Like,
get like
he already
plated steel caps as well, so they have a bit of armor.
Ignited you.
And because they have so much healing, like the fight is pretty extended usually, which makes the Omnivamp pretty nice.
But
Yeah.
that was the mistake.
I think getting an early serrated Dirk in this matchup gives you insane kill pressure as Urgot, especially if you're running Ignite. Like basically if you get the Trox to like 70% and you land E flash Ignite with R and serrated Dirk, you'll get a kill every single time. They can actually probably be at like 80% even.
That was basically
I
that was the
hoping to be able
summary.
to walk
That was
away.
the summary. No, fuck that. You gotta stat stick it out. Once we made that flip, we gotta like commit. You gotta
can
E flash. Yeah,
probably-
you gotta E flash.
Yeah.
Just out of range for the E flash, sadly. I almost wonder if he could have maybe... This is kind of an elo thing, I'm not really sure, but if he kind of just made it look like he was trying to last hit, I wonder if the Trox would have kind of stuck around. The fact that he just ran at him and like... I don't know if the Trox knows that he has flash, but when you see an Urgot just running at you like that, you're going to try to run away. I almost kind of wonder if he just last hitted, if like maybe a Trox would walk up a little bit and then you could try for an E flash.
Was I trolling for not e-flashing? I mean, I don't think I was.
I don't know if you're.
Like sometimes you want to be, you can like conceal your plays sometimes depending on your like body language with your champion, if that makes sense. So like when I'm going for an E flash, I'll try to make it look, I won't try to make it look super obvious. Like I won't just run at them. I'll just make it look like I'm last hitting, or like maybe I'll turn back right before I do it.
you're in range.
So
It's
that's a
very
really good
close.
tip to help land
Sure.
those. I also do that when I'm going for E's a lot in general. Like when somebody's chasing me down, I'll turn back right before I E. Because usually when you turn back and you're running away, the other person will run up and try to auto you. So it will make them run in a little bit.
I just expected
Just slow
an ear
push here.
pull.
No, you're good.
Oh, also another thing, it's kind of a little thing, but I would go 2 points in Q at level 2. Or at level 4, sorry. 2 points in Q, it goes from like 25 to 70 damage if you get a point in Q. And you're still going to get your W at level 9. Because you have to put that point into Q before level 9 anyway, so you might as well do it at level 4. And sometimes in lanes like this, especially, Atrox can zone you off CS. And sometimes you just have to last hit with keys. And having that second point really helps.
You were in the position you wanted to be in there for the ignite. Like that's exactly where we want to be. Right, we've shoved a big wave.
I just
We
figured
pushed
all
him
of my,
out.
like my cooldowns were.
You've just gotta fucking ignite him sooner because you waited. He heals up a ton.
Yeah, I agree with Neace there. If he ignited sooner, I think he had that kill for sure.
During the
That's
exchange,
true.
and he ignites you. Like,
And again, he still had flash too. Like I think even without flash, he probably had that kill just if he ignited sooner. And then with flash, because it is a little bit close with ignite, but I think if you add in that flash, it's not even close. If you flash one of his keys, he definitely wins that.
we go for a flip here. You have the wave at your back. Yeah. Fight him. You're gonna ignite him now. Like, walk it in. You're gonna ignite him now.
Yeah, really good flip
Flash
there.
after if you have to. Good.
I don't know if I like this flash personally. I think
You're
he could have
igniting
just
now.
walked out of the W. Also, little tip against the Trox, you always want to walk to the side. You never want to walk out like vertically against this W. I think you could just walk out to the side right here. Like worst case scenario, if he does get pulled back, he still has flash, like if Atrox looks like he's going to get away. So I don't like flashing out of this.
Flash after if you have to. Good.
And also, like, Atrox is kind of just playing in it, so you're just going to get pulled back to the Atrox.
Yep.
But maybe he still gets the kill here.
That's such a kill, unless.
And you just queue it.
Wow, that key missed?
Just stay calm. You're alright.
Oh.
Brandon, idiot.
It's okay. Push hard. Push hard. Assist
Okay,
ping,
that's
assist ping your
unfortunate.
jungler, Assist ping Kane. Like, spam ping him. On his screen. On his screen. Push.
Yeah, I don't love the flash out of the W there, but nothing to, like, harp on, I guess.
Try to bomb Qs at him. Like, don't let him heal at all.
Because the thing is there, we know Atrox doesn't have flash, so I think you can just really play it slow and just save that flash if you know he's going to get away.
Just, there you go. Keep pushing. Assist ping the tower. Like, you gotta communicate your idiot jungler because he can't think 2 steps ahead.
Yeah, this is
Like,
good. This should be a kill.
You're gonna have to let him kind of tank a bit.
I will.
Good. That's
Wow,
really
that
good.
E actually landed.
Good job. Now you just push the wave in.
Nice. Atrox loses cannon wave, a
Is there a
bunch of
world
mages. This is really good.
Well, I mean, you
Just
have
try to
Kane
kill me.
there. You have Kane.
He's in
there
a good
for
spot right
info.
now.
Like, he wasn't there. Now just back away. Back away now. E away. E away. Cool. Press B. Now that was a good play. See?
Yeah, that was good.
We're grabbing agency. You see? Even
Yeah,
though you
I
died
wouldn't
early.
have,
Okay, so 1100 gold right here. I would go straight at Dirk 100%. It gives you so much kill pressure. And he has exactly enough gold for it.
Like, even though you died early.
Oh, he's going
that was
seal
really the
caps.
axe I want.
Yeah, I think so. I think you need the
Oh, he's going
damage. You got it.
pickaxe.
All right, let's go. Now you just
He's
wait for
doing
your next
Titanic.
ignite. You just chill.
So Titanic's not a terrible item. I personally don't like it as a first item on Urgot anymore. It used to be the thing like at the start of the season, and basically it just costs a lot of gold, and it's more of like a scaling item as well. Like you get damage based on your bonus HP. So I usually get it later in the game, and I've actually been experimenting with like not even building it at all since Sterax is so good right now. But yeah, it's not terrible. I personally wouldn't do it, especially against a Trox.
Sounds
This is
good.
why
Yeah, I don't
teleport's
think
too
I would've
And especially when you have 1100 gold, I think it's so good to go straight at Dirk there.
Weak.
tried
It's too
to-
weak.
I don't think I would have tried to drag the cane over if you hadn't told me to.
Right. But we just can't let him. We just can't let him sit there with fucking 5% HP.
If you compare pickaxe to serrated dirk, you're getting 5 less AD and you're getting no lethality. Like, you're not getting anything else.
Not get dove. Like, he has to get dove.
And lethality's really good early game when they don't have much armor.
And your teammate won't know to dive.
Which
Your
this guy's
teammate's
just
on
building. He
autopilot
already has
and
a
you
serrated
lost
dirk and a
stream, right?
longsword, so his
So you
build is
gotta
way
let him
better
know.
right
You gotta say,
now.
dude, this guy is fucking
Right.
sitting here.
And then his sums are going to be up sooner as
You can literally
well.
just go through the wall and kill him. All right, remember forward and back movements.
I
This
mean,
is
we're
your
on
this
defense,
is, yes,
right?
Yes, good. Yes. Because you don't
Yeah, you want to be on defense here. You want to make sure you get this wave. This is pretty massive. You don't want to trade into waves like this. Especially as Urgot, because you have no sustain.
you don't wanna throw in this position. And you kinda have to wait for ignite anyways. Good movement there.
But yeah.
You could use your Q to
Yeah, the Urgot has pretty good movement against a Trox. I like how he's respecting him in this lane.
steal farm if he's guarding it, I mean.
I will. His Q range is so long.
Right, I know.
So I don't,
Yeah, I know. It's a shit lane. There's a reason everybody's picking
Yeah, queuing for farm. That's what you want to do here, as Neace said.
it at Worlds. It's awful.
Yeah,
playing him.
he's like 45% pick rate in solo queue even. Something crazy. Maybe not that high, but
He's broken. He's very broken lane.
feels like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned already, but Atrox is my permaban right now. I actually don't mind the matchup that much. There is matchups I hate more as Urgot. Like Olaf, Mordekaiser, Vayne, for example. Nasus is really tough right now. The reason I ban Atrox is because the play rate is just so crazy that I end up playing versus the champ like 3 times a day at least. And it's just a little bit, it just gets annoying. And it's not like the lane is easy. It is still a hard
Probably
lane.
Just chill back here. See if he tries something. Oh,
Nice idea.
yeah.
Yeah, main focus should really just be getting the wave right now. This is good.
Man,
It's all right. I'm gonna look for a kill. I'm gonna look for a kill right
I
now.
have ignite now.
Yeah, let's look for it.
I really like getting an early call in this lane. Like, that's what I would have done. I would have done a cheater recall into early call because it helps you matches sustain a little bit. You get 3 healing per hit, and it works in your W. So when you're farming with W under tower like that, like, you would have just got quite a bit of heals off call. Going for a kill here is kind of risky. It is possible. He does have ignite up,
Yeah, it was
but
good by him. We'll just wait for our E,
I'm pretty sure Atrox has his flashback up.
and we'll just keep teasing that out.
So right here, if you're going to go for an E like this, you want to lead with Q first. You want to slow them with Q. Honestly, though, I think right here it doesn't really matter. Like, maybe if you can slow them with Q and try to get a little bit closer, but it's really hard to just go for blind E's like this with Urgot because it has that wind-up time. It's just so easy for the other person to react. So a good time you can try to go for E's in this matchup is when he's going for Qs on you. You can just buffer the knockup, like when he's going to hit a sweet spot. And you can also try to go for it, like, obviously if you have flash up.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was good by him. We'll just wait for
Like,
our
going
E,
for a kill when you have flash down right now is a little bit risky, I would say.
and we'll just keep teasing that out. He hit you
You can also try to go for an E when they go up to last hit.
with the Olay, dude.
I missed it.
So his E's down right now. How did he use his E?
We'll just wait.
Oh, that's right. He used it right there. Such a long cooldown.
He hit you with the Olay, dude.
I missed it.
See, this would be a really good time to E right here. As it, like, pulls you back. You can wind it up right here and E him under tower. You could even E buffer on that Q knockup by the
Self-kill potential
Trox.
sometimes. I would try to wait
I have
until he
R,
Qs. You need to wait until he Qs and
So this guy's playing really greedy near turret. Like, this is where I'd be looking for E's when he tries to Q me like this. A lot of Atrox players, they'll try to land that first Q, and if they land that, they'll try to E in on their second Q, and that's when you can go for the E buffer.
dodge him. There you go. Wait for this one, and then we go.
So right here, like, Neace is saying the same thing too. He wants him to E right here. This would have been so good. Because you get knocked up, but as Urgot, your E just buffers through. It goes off no matter what. Or at least in most cases. And yeah, you could just fling him into tower here and then drop ulti, ignite. You could even maybe kill him without using ignite here.
All All right, we're going now.
But again, I think he has flash, so I think he would have to ignite.
No, I think I'm going.
But yeah, E-buffer would have been... That would have been a killer right there.
You gotta ignite early, remember?
I missed.
Ooh.
It's okay. Yeah, if we hit it. If we hit it, though.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
I should have. I had a ward.
As Neace says, if he lands that E, that's a kill. He should have... Did he ignite early for vision? Because ignite does grant you vision here.
You gotta ignite early, remember?
I missed.
Yeah, I think if you ignite early for vision, you don't have to even worry about warding. And then
I think I'm going.
let me see how he plays this again. He does lead with Q this time, that's good.
You gotta ignite
But
early,
he waits
remember?
until the slow wears off. So I think if he starts with ignite there and then just Qs him and then walks up and E into our combo, that's a kill right there.
Missed.
It's okay. Yeah, if we hit it. If we hit it, though.
Good try though.
You see what I mean?
know. I should have. I had a ward. I could have.
Right.
I could have played that
He's
better.
doing a good job of dodging it, though. I mean, that's decent for our opponent, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's not like
Usually
a bot
it's a
that we
Aatrox
just get the
lane.
fuck.
From what I'm seeing so far, this guy looks pretty uncomfortable with using ignite. So I'm kind of curious if he normally goes TP.
Fucking Eon and just kill.
Because the title of this video is Teleport is the worst summoner for this champ, so maybe he normally runs TP.
For free.
Yeah.
Like he's actually dodging and shit. But that's good. You're getting your hands dirty. That's all I care about right now. Seriously, that's what I want in these lanes. I don't
Yeah, in most cases, you want to be igniting early because you want to get that full damage, but you also want to get that full grievous wound out of it as well.
want to let you just fucking wait and wait and wait and get.
And the thing about Urgot is, like, once you're on people with E, once your E connects and you land that R, the fight is over so quick. You can burst people down really quickly if you're proccing your shotgun knees. So that's why you want to ignite early. You just want to get full value out of it.
Get outscaled or lose agency. Obviously, in a vacuum,
I feel you.
this game here in a vacuum, it might be bad what we're doing because our teammates are doing pretty well. But like, as
Right.
a rule, I want you always looking. Let's fight. He has no ult. You have no ult. I think it's
I think they win the TVT right now.
Kane
fine.
is Huge.
Right.
Kane has a level on Zach.
Do I have a Q?
They probably just
Okay,
run now.
taking the wave.
They always do that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Kane just
Just
takes
keep the
the
freeze,
half
wait
of
for
the wave.
another
That's
ignite
annoying.
dragon. But yes,
Yeah, the thing I really don't like about Titanic is going from pickaxe to tie mat, it doesn't actually give you any damage increase. It just gives you that AoE damage to push waves faster. But in my opinion, you don't really need that with Urgot because you already have your shotgun knees. That's a big part of the reason why Urgot can't freeze waves because they just auto spawn. And they just help you push out the waves.
in a vacuum, we probably maybe not want to go for this play when our team's doing
Yeah.
well still, but it's not
Usually
always
into
like
Aatrox
this.
lane, I do just wait.
Right. You see, it's very easy for you to beat it. Like, you can absolutely beat it.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for him to mess
There is some obvious stuff that I'm not going over as well. Like, obviously, this guy could work on his farming a little bit. I think that would definitely improve his gameplay.
up. And most players at this
But I'm sure he
range are
already
gonna
knows
mess up
that,
when
so I
you
don't
put
want to, like,
pressure
harp on
them.
that too much.
Yeah, Matt's sorry, push.
Think about live coaching too. I've done a few live coaching sessions, and I always kind of felt like the client was like maybe a little bit nervous and like maybe not playing at their full potential. So that is another thing to keep in mind with these type of videos.
Oops. No, I did not mean to click that. Here's Eclipse. Oh,
Good. Good job.
Nice, good E-Bime
Good
there.
defense.
here's Eclipse. Oh,
Good. Good job.
One thing against Zach jungle, I'm always ready to E-buffer just like randomly because it's pretty generous timing. Like if you E right as you get hit by the Zaki, his jump, it's really generous timing. You'll pretty much always get the buffer off.
yeah.
Good defense.
Not
Yeah,
fucking
good.
with that.
Good defense.
Like you can't
Good,
really
good.
mess it up. Like that
You
one doesn't
survived
really
the
get
gank,
canceled.
You drew the pressure. We don't lose tower. You don't lose tower here. I don't think they can dive you.
Ivy still. I don't think I die.
I would definitely fight this. I think it is possible that they could dive in because they have Zach passive. He has to play this like, I think pretty perfect.
Go ahead and-
It is winnable though if he
He's
plays it
trying
right.
he's trying to test you. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Sven has passive.
He's gonna lose that.
Just try.
His
was a
E
pretty
got
good
canceled
dive.
by the Zac
I
Q.
think.
Okay, let me watch that one more time.
Wow.
I think in this situation,
This man has passive.
that's a tough one to play. I think you want to E the Atrox though, and maybe just like Q the Zac since he has passive, because you can't go for a grinder. If you E the Atrox, it buys you a little bit of time because
It
he'll
was
be
a pretty good
stunned.
dive. I think.
But I don't know. That's really hard because they got Zac
I guess it's
passive,
just a bad call. I guess
and then Zac also has Aftershock as well.
they can pull it off if they. I guess with Zac
I
passive,
think
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's hard because like if I
Yeah, that's
ult
tough.
the Zac, he doesn't. I don't get the fear because he doesn't
Right.
die.
So one thing I would be doing right now as a top laner, I don't know if his team just goes for this, but I would be pinging Dragon right now. If they're gonna dive me top like this, I want my team to get Dragon out of it, especially when bot lane looks like they're doing pretty good. Like it looks like they're getting a tower.
I think just this particular jungle matchup makes it.
So
Pretty
yeah, his
tough.
jungle goes for it. That's good.
I think if it was any other jungler,
I think in like gold and silver though, sometimes your jungle doesn't recognize that, and as a top laner, you should try to ping that.
it probably would have been okay to defend.
He's letting the minions. Smart guy.
Yeah, he's not playing bad. He's not playing as bad as he should be in this elo.
Yeah, Atrox isn't playing too bad.
At this point, you just freeze. You park the wave right here. Make Aatrox run around the map. Your team's getting dragon, so
I did think that Atrox played a little bit greedy near his tower though. I really think if this guy went straight to Dirk, it would have been a different lane phase, and like went for the E buffer on the Atrox keys.
well, I say freeze, but like try to hold the wave as
Yeah, I
long
mean-
as you can here, so that we don't push out for no reason. If Aatrox shows somewhere else, we'll shove all the way to his tower. Otherwise, we just want
we
to let
lost
him.
it.
Oh, this could be good actually. I would be very tempted. Oh, if he's
Ooh.
good enough to dodge everything, then
If he lands E there, that's a kill, because he has Ignite ulti.
Fucking die here.
Huh.
Yeah, again, against Atrox W, he could have ran out if he runs to the
If
side
he's
here.
good enough to dodge everything.
So right here, you want to just click. You want to start clicking to the side. Atrox already used his keys, but because he runs this way, it pulls him back.
And
I
then,
could fucking die here.
huh.
Oh, this sucks.
So I would have dropped my ulti there for the slow. I would have dropped ulti Ignite. It would have been pretty close, but I think he could have got a kill there.
Fucking die here.
Huh.
Oh, this sucks.
That's okay.
That sucked.
Yeah, I think if he goes for an ulti, because he walked into the sweet spot right here. So if he stops right here and he goes for... You can even do like Q ulti and drop Ignite at the same time. But if he stops moving right here, he won't get hit by that sweet
Sucks.
spot
That's okay.
that he ran
That
into.
sucked.
Ignite plus R might kill. That's the thing.
Yeah,
If
Neace
I
is saying
hit
the same
E
thing.
Or just
Right at the
raw.
end when he was diving you, like Ignite plus R. Just for the damage. Because when the R hits, it does damage, right? It's not like it does no damage. Or am I crazy?
It does, and
Yeah.
it does, and it slows. I just don't think that. Like
You saw how
the
low
tap-
it
Yeah, so the thing about Urgot ulti, it does a little bit of impact damage. It's really not much level 1. And the slow is also based on their missing HP. So the less HP they have, the more slow that it gets. So that's why I think it was good to drop the Q, but that's why I would have ignited early as well. Like drop that Q ignite, maybe get an auto in as well. And then go for the ulti, and then just kite him out with the slow.
I
was,
gonna
right?
kill him. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like that's why
Bot
that's why
now,
I'm
is that-
that's why I keep telling you like the Ignite is like a super anti.
I'm gonna run to this. Look how
Yeah,
low they are. I don't
yeah.
know if that's.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way that Neace does. I think this guy just needs to... I think a big thing with this game is just not being comfortable with Ignite. Ignite
big
really
ult
does
here.
change
I
the
mean,
Trox
yeah, we're
matchup
gonna
quite a
finish
bit.
it.
Sniper ult.
Oh, the snipe maybe?
Let's try.
Aw, dang. I'm not sure. Did he walk into...
Let's try.
I think he walked into vision there. Like, maybe he gets spotted right
Let's
here.
try.
You want to try to do that from out of vision so they don't see the channel. I don't think it really mattered there because Yalcio... It didn't really seem like he reacted. But that is something to think about.
It happens.
Like, sometimes I'll do that in top lane. I'll try to get in the bush first before I go for the ulti. because it is really easy to sidestep Urgot ulti if you see him winding it up.
Yeah, I mean, the cooldown's not super long.
Score is 11-9, but we're most of the team's deaths. It's not like game's over.
Yeah, I really am not a fan of the Titanic buy here. I think when they have double tank, and then also Atrox is like pretty beefy, he's going to be healing a lot. Even if you drop anti-heal on that champ, he still survives for a while. Especially once he gets his death dance.
And I'm pretty good at just being able to park on the side lane.
I think either Cleaver Eclipse or Eclipse Cleaver would be
Alright, so we
a
even
really
one-shot
good build
this out,
path this
nobody else
game.
is on the map.
I think I would just chill. Play it as slow as possible until Kane's on map. Yeah. You just E away from it. I usually would E away instead of holding it.
What? Even if he doesn't hit his Q?
Well, what I'm saying is just in case you're getting collapsed on from more than just him. And since you're probably not turning on him ever, right? Unless you're...
So yeah, this is good. If you're ever splitting past river pretty much, you always want to pay attention to what your team is doing. Like, are they providing enough pressure? And then obviously you want to know where the enemy team is as well. They have no vision bot side of the map right now, so it's really risky to push up. And then also his team is like, he has 2 people just kind of doing random stuff right now, maybe trying to get some vision down.
Team is
That's
like
true, I'm
close.
very weak.
So definitely want to play pretty careful here.
At this point, you're just playing keep away. You're just the guy that pushes and runs unless your team's nearby.
Especially with Kane topside too. Like if jungle's hovering you, you can sometimes play a bit more aggressive. If your jungler's hovering you. Yeah, I was gonna put on some background music, but it sounds like he has music
Let's
going,
do
I
this.
guess. It's kind of quiet though. Maybe I could have.
I'd push. Look at the map.
Yeah, I
I
would
would just
definitely go
spin
for a
mid, though, and
push
try to
here
get
because
in
you
the fight.
you see at least 3 people. Kaisa could be down
I'd
here.
back up now because I don't know where Zach is until I knew where he
This
was.
guy's coming
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
this is
looking at
good.
you. I would E away. I would just assume. Because we're so weak, right? All right, now inch forward
I would honestly save my E there just because you can always E buffer the Zaki,
again. Let's
but
inch forward
kind of a
again.
little thing.
I have 10
Throw your
seconds
wards
on
up.
you.
Throw your
Like
wards
if you
up
use
around
your E
like
and
you
then
gotta be
Zach
able to
pops
see
out
some
with
of this
E,
shit.
it might make the difference if you have your E
And
to
just back
buffer
down the
there.
lane so we don't get caught.
At least if he has a teammate with him.
Yeah,
Now,
I
as,
don't know.
yeah. Go
I
ahead.
don't
Go
think
ahead.
so.
Go
I
ahead. Go
don't
ahead.
think
You're fine.
They were just here.
Yeah, but they're not. They don't see you.
Okay.
You're acting like they see you. They're not. They're not all knowing, right? They're not all
Yeah, this guy's definitely a little bit too defensive, I would say.
seeing. They
Right,
can't
well,
see you through
yeah.
fog of war. They have no idea where you are.
I don't blame
They're
him.
just
You
not-
kind of
they
have
don't
to
see
do
on
when
the
you
map,
play
so they
Urgot
went through your team.
sometimes.
We got to push up hard here. And what we're gonna do is, if it's just Kaisa, I'm very tempted. You have flash in 20. I think you
Yeah.
got to make a man play,
I
a
don't think
Chad
she's gonna
play.
be here.
And it's a really good play to go for. Oh, she's not. Great.
Yeah,
There you go,
getting the
let's knock
tier
this
2
tower
gives a
down then.
lot of gold. And again, as Neace said, if you have flash up, if the ADC comes to ever match you, like sometimes ADC players will think they're safe under tower, but you can literally 100 to 0 them if you go for an E flash and then R ignite.
They just decided that you're allowed to have this tower.
Like basically when you have flash up, you can deal with ADCs. When it's down, it's really tough. Unless you have Prowler's
Put
Claw.
on them.
Yeah.
He's doing a pretty good job at
get
the
this book.
W toggle, by the way. For anyone that doesn't know, if you do 3 Ws and then auto attack and then repeat, it does like 30% more DPS. So you definitely want to be doing that against towers. And I don't even see him clicking, so I think he just has auto attack on, which is kind of interesting.
Push behind you.
Like he's clicking the W
up
off,
the
but he's not
reset.
clicking on the tower, and it doesn't look like he's A clicking.
Can't push because
So he
Zach
must just
holds
have the
tower, so
auto
he's gonna
attack
push
on.
now.
I kind of forgot that was a setting.
So grab your item.
I could have walked up and ulted.
I would sell that. You
So
might
yeah,
have had
that's
a
good.
flank, but it's kind of goofy.
So yeah, 1630 for the first item is pretty rough. I know he is behind, But Titanic is also just really expensive. Like if you get behind as well, it's kind of brutal, man. Like you want to be getting your first item. When I go Cleaver first, I get it around, depends on the game, but around like 12, 13 minutes usually.
Make sure you grab your item. Whoa, 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 whoa! You sold the.
Did I miss?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
Okay,
earlier
it's
if the
okay,
lane
it's
goes
okay.
well for me, but just like on an average game, I guess.
Fuck.
Now we push out top.
Get it like right as you get level 9.
Trucks.
I know. It's like that's why I said it's like it's kind of bad
In a
because
vacuum.
right
Yeah.
in a vacuum it's bad, but for your development as a player, it's good that you tried it. It's the fucked up
Yeah.
part about League. It's a very selfish game, my friend. It's like you gotta int to learn sometimes to see the fucking limits, right?
Yeah, you gotta limit
unfortunately,
test.
in this game, it's a bad time to do it. But if the goal is to get to the next level, you kind of have
So have
to.
you seen?
yeah.
Just because I'm thinking about itemization. Have you seen Eclipse yet?
On Urgot?
Urgot, yeah.
Yeah, Eclipse is still pretty good. It's definitely what I would go this game just because they have so many tanks. I have been building Prowler's Claw more recently, and I've been liking it. But yeah, Eclipse is still decent. I pretty much just build it into like these really tanky matchups. Or really tanky team comps, and then also, like I said earlier against Atrox, it's also kind of a decent matchup for Eclipse.
Would I do it on Urgot? Probably not.
Because Atrox isn't like a hard tank, but he kind of turns into a tank just because he goes Steel Caps plus Death Dance and then all the healing.
Do it this game.
I like to call those like beefy champions.
But
Maybe if
I
they were
did it
like
on that
really squishy or
main
something.
game.
Right. If they're all really squishy, it probably could work. But Eclipse just got nerfed for this reason because it was.
So I think Neace is saying if they're squishy, then he wants to go Eclipse, which is kind of weird. If they're squishy, you want to go Prowlers because lethality will just tear him up. If they're tanky, you want to go Eclipse because it does give a little bit of lethality, but the lethality got nerfed. You're mainly just building it for the mythic passive, the 4% armor pen. And then also the Omnivamp is nice. Movement speed is pretty nice.
Was just viable on everybody.
Got it.
Movement speed is nice against Atrox, I would say, to help dodge the keys.
Okay, I think we can together. make this
Yeah,
happen.
let them face check you, let them overplay. Oh, here we go. This is good. I think your team's coming down. Yeah.
He's gonna W away.
Yeah, this is a really good time to fight. We see 2 on bot lane.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Nautilus had
even
ult
there.
though. That was kind of.
If anything, just getting Shelly's good.
The 2 bot.
Yeah, I don't know why they're 2 bot. They're trolling. You could E-flash Yasuo. I would.
Yeah, looking for an E-flash would be really good here as Urgot. I agree with Neace on that one. Like, I think he should be standing kind of right here and, like, almost blocking them off. Like, thankfully, Kane did get this, but Zach tried to jump in and almost got it. I would be kind of positioning, like, right around here and just be, yeah, ready to go for an E-flash. You got everything up, Ignite as
Good luck to your
well.
team. Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, staying in the pit against the Zach Yasuo combo's rough.
Yeah, E-flash Yasuo saves this fight. I think.
Yeah.
Because look at their comp. Like, stop for a second. This is something that, I mean, obviously, this is just experience gap, right? Like, that's why I knew what was going to happen there. Like, obviously, Aatrox is going to get into the fight. You can't stop him. But Yasuo, if you E-flash and Ignite and pressured him right away, he wouldn't have ulted your whole team. Because he's always going to get his ult off with Aatrox
Yeah,
and Zac.
that's a good
It's the
point.
bounce house, right?
Mm-hmm. What is this guy doing?
You could E-flash maybe.
Wow, this Atrox is
Yeah, I
just
think
a
I would.
raid boss.
Ignite.
Whoa, I don't think he
Ignite.
needed a flash there.
What is?
Yeah, I think
Ignite.
he could have just eaten normally.
Ignite.
I don't even think he can win that,
Maybe
can
not.
he?
This guy's serious, by the way.
So fucking tanky.
He's serious. He's a serious opponent.
Too
You're
much of
hoping
a
your
raid
teammates
boss.
shut him down. You put a lot of pressure on him, but if your teammates don't shut him down, oh yeah, this guy's smurfing or something.
Yeah, I just hate trying on against Aatrox. It really tilts me.
Yeah, this Atrox plays definitely a little bit too
Walking at this
aggressive,
Kind of for no.
but it's not getting punished, at least yet.
Get away from him.
Maybe
I don't
they
think
get
we
him.
ever kill this bullshit champ.
Okay.
I don't know. His healing is so insane.
Maybe with ult, maybe. No.
Ooh.
No. Kano.
So right there, I probably would have just waited for my E to come back up. I would just be W toggling 3 Ws auto attack and just repeat that. And then once you have that E, I would go for the E and then use my R while he's stunned.
P. Yes. At least Kane's broken
Nice.
too. Push out top. Go.
But at least they get him. Kane does good damage.
It's literally what's happening. It said what would happen if we did this in this game.
Yeah.
It could...
That's kind of what happens when I.
Right,
I think going top is fine
right,
here, but he should be
Right. He's the
a
one that
little bit
snowballs
careful
really
of those
hard,
people that were
if you
mid to
fuck up.
rotate. Yeah, they're
But
rotating
if our
on
team was
him.
doing worse and we
it can't be very
snowballed,
good.
yeah, it's fine. If our team was doing worse and we
Yeah, that's good.
snowballed, then we're in the situation from the VOD, right? And it's totally different.
Right.
And that's what I mean. I mean, that's the stat stick guarantee, dude. That's why I said the Ignite's essentials, because you saw how close the fights were.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing about that Shelly fight, I always try to position around Yasuo in like a certain way, because you have to. His win will really counters you. It counters your ulti, it counters your W, your auto attacks, obviously, it counters your Q as well. So I usually try to position in a way where I'm trying to like put myself in a favorable position to not get screwed over by his win wall. But yeah, I think as Neace said in that fight, if you just go for the E flash on him, like that's good too. You could probably burst him before he gets his win wall. Or before he throws out the win wall even.
Ooh, Yasuo's next to me. Is he strong?
If anything, if you're E flashing him like right as the Zac goes in, he's not going to get that huge wombo combo. Like even if you don't kill him, at least your team doesn't get wombo comboed. But I guess they still have the Ornn too. They kind of just have a team comp that's built around the Yasuo.
Once you have Ignite, you might be able to kill him with a good flip. But
A lot of knock-ups.
I would just wait.
Is in top side.
We can maybe come to your team. Go to your team while you have a window. You can't really kill Yasuo anyways. You might be able to snipe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. Just rotate here.
Yasuo's not there, so maybe you guys could get something done.
I think
soon.
this is like, if you're behind right now, this is a really good fight to take. I guess Yasuo is TPing in, it looks like. I actually didn't know he was running
flip.
TP.
Nice try.
Oh,
That's
really?
fine. It's fine. It was a good idea. It was a good idea. I don't mind it.
Yeah, if he got the E there, it would have been nice.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Eh. Hey. Hey.
Good E.
Hey.
Nice. Playing away from the Trox, I like that.
This is like kind of good for us.
Yeah, I think so.
Stay under tower, Aatrox.
Nice, that was good.
Hey. I mean, they only have to get ace like one more time,
Three more
and I think
times.
no, it's only one more. You're the only one that's really behind. Your team's fine.
That's true.
Cold tab. Game state's not.
Yeah, Urgot's really nice in team fights. This is actually like, it's kind of a good comp in a way because it is for melee, which is really nice. It is champions that I don't really like for being melee, like Yasuo, Windwall, and the Zac passive. Aatrox just super strong. But at least it is for melee. Like, you can actually stick to people in team fights pretty easily, which is nice.
It's not that bad. It's really not. Aatrox is just huge. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah. Look at this.
You guys are about to get big value out of that win. You guys get a dragon and everything.
Yeah, they should get
Yeah,
a Dragon
very
and a
good
Terra. That's pretty
value.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure my team's happy about that.
Yeah. Like I said,
Oh,
League
they
is a
Kelly didn't
selfish
go for
game,
the
my
tower.
friend. You gotta.
I think she could have against
It's
Ornn
not a game
support.
that rewards
age
thinking
thing.
about others. It really is. It's sad. I mean, it's sad because you're really de-incentivized.
Not much you can do
to
about
care
that, though,
other people.
as a player. If your
And
teammates
that's just
don't
what
want to
it
go
is.
for
Like,
something.
And
Good
then
job, team.
You need to leave this.
Red Cane is
Oh, they're
so
getting
good
it
here
done,
into these
kinda.
tanks.
Yeah, I think they're all right. Ping them off.
Nice,
Recall.
watch,
Ping.
survives.
Do you know how to ping recall? You know. Yeah. There you
yeah.
go.
The only people that can kill Red Cane right now in this game is Kaisa and Yasuo. And I guess maybe a Trox.
And just push hard. Push hard. They're distracted. This is the mini-map scenario. 3, you can account for all 3.
I don't know
so
how
it's just a
fed the
race. It's probably
Yasuo
being
and
down the wave.
Kaisa
Down
are.
the
I don't
wave,
even know if
to
they
be honest.
can.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I
not
guess the
like
Trox is
needed
the
to
main
wait for
concern.
Federal so
Right.
far.
This is the type of stuff I was talking about in the VOD, where you need to start thinking like, okay, what can I do with
They're all
this?
still chasing. Let's go.
Yeah, this is good to push here. I would go for a
Now,
T2.
Zach is good tower defense. I think we have time to get the
He
tower
should be able to
down.
get this before Zach even gets here.
As soon as we get this, we need
Oh
to
my
E
God.
down the lane and try to... Well, they might end through mid if they all get shit on, but... E home, like go home, like up through where you came, and get... You need to go to the next bush if they stop your back. Just keep moving.
Yeah,
keep
that's
moving
good.
Up, keep moving up a little
you.
further. Nah, a little further. And I would press B.
You really don't want to get picked right now, because if you get picked as top lane in this situation, they're so close to Baron, it's just going to turn into a Baron.
Now, because if you're facing better players, they stop your back because they know you're weak, right?
Right.
And so they just fuck with you because they know you can't do anything about it. All right, this is fine. This is fine. Nah, this is good. Let's go to Baron and pink it.
Kind of a little thing. I personally would have sold the control ward there for a magic mantle. But honestly, I probably would have just placed it in like the tri-bush over here maybe as I was recalling. Because he still has 2 yellow trinkets for Baron too. I haven't really been paying attention, but I kind of feel like he's been sitting on that control ward like the whole
I
game.
throw pink in the back of this pit
Or at least a
just
lot
to
of the
be
game.
Annoying, and yep.
That's actually a problem that I have too. I sit on control wards for way too long.
Then we regroup with our team. Regroup with our team. All right, Yasuo's the flip target. That has to.
Sorry,
Okay.
fuck. No, you're right.
yeah.
You're right.
I mean, it's okay because at this point,
Ooh.
You
Yeah.
said it and nothing in my brain
well,
registered that.
it's
I think honestly, you in that situation with Zach having passive, you don't want to go for Zach. If he didn't have passive, I think it'd be really good to try to get a fear on him and then flash in and fear everybody. But again, if he has that passive, you don't get the fear on your ulti. So I wouldn't even bother with Zach. Let's actually watch that from the start again, because
regroup with our team.
it looked like
regroup with our
Nautilus was
team.
maybe frontlining, but Red Cane is really far.
Alright.
So this fight is kind of weird. Zaya's backing, Red Cane is really far.
Alright, Yasuo's the flip target.
I don't know if he can actually go on the backline just because of how far away the Red Cane is.
That has to.
Sorry,
Okay.
fuck. No, you're right.
yeah.
So I think honestly, I would probably save my E.
I mean,
Well,
it's
I don't
okay
know. There's a
because
few
at this
different ways you
point-
could play this.
Alright, Yasuo's the flip target.
He could E the Zac right here, and they could maybe get his passive. And you can just save your ulti. I think if you E buffer the Zac knock up here, and then if these guys turn on him right away, the Zaya shouldn't be trying to recall still.
That has to.
Sorry,
Okay.
fuck. No, you're right.
yeah.
You're right.
I mean, it's okay because at this point,
Yeah, it's tough though. It's a bad spot to fight when they have just Wombo combo, AoE team comp. You don't want to fight in these narrow spots.
You said it and nothing in my brain
well,
registered that.
it's
Oh, wow,
this
it's
fight
actually-
is just a coin flip.
is this a
fight.
winning
At
fight?
the end of the day, we're in a coin flip, which is a decent coin flip given the situation we're in.
It's actually not looking too
But yes,
bad.
I would have probably looked to play it slow and then try to flip someone high priority with my tanky build and hope to God that we could disrupt from our position because we're not strong, right? If we can just take up space
Right.
from without having gold. Remember, I pulled up the gold values in the vault.
Yeah, you gotta look to play it slow there, just because the Red Cane is too far, and he's so much of the team right now.
Earlier,
Mm-hmm.
right? If we're able to disrupt from a disadvantage and give our team a chance to do stuff, that's fine because we're not the star of the show anymore, right? They're teammates. So think about it like this: when these fights are breaking out, posture out of the fight and look for a priority target that's actually worth pressuring and pressure them. If we can E-flash the Callista to
So personally, I would have got that bot wave right there. I don't blame Neace because he's trying to explain something to this guy, so it's hard to focus on everything at once.
set up our teammates, the Kaisa, we should think about it. All right. What about the Aatrox? He has not backed yet.
I guess Zaya gets
want
it,
to
so
try to
it's
kill him.
not
Like,
too bad, but
The Aatrox on a mini. Yeah. I'm really
see it.
willing to.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely willing to ignite him and do whatever it takes here.
wow, there's actually a fight right here. Maybe it's good he didn't then.
Okay.
A little more damage.
I would E. Yep.
It's just kind of a trade-off, right? Now they don't have Zaya in the fight. I think he probably, well, I don't know. It would have been close. It's really just a trade-off, I guess. It's either you or Zaya's not going to be in the fight.
All right, let's get us out of here.
It's a good thing he was in the fight, though, actually.
Out.
I think so. It's
Okay.
you got a favorable. Oh, they're winning, so we can.
I don't know
Baron
how
them.
strong that
Yeah.
I don't know
Zaya
how
is
they're
right
winning,
now, but
let's Baron. Let's just
I
ping
don't
the
think
shit
she's
out
like
of it.
super
strong.
fed.
That Orin is not gonna kill shit. So yeah, let's go Baron.
Yeah, really nice.
Base.
No,
won't
no, no,
die.
absolutely
Wow,
not.
they
Worst-
literally
worst
didn't
play you
even
can
have
make is
Zaya in
Urgot
that
right
fight.
there.
Yeah.
Because you use your
Looking
E2.
at all the options.
Because as long as you guys get this, you clear everything anyways.
Yeah, in that situation, the client was asking about basing. You always want to just, in most cases, take Baron right away because you're going to get empowered recall anyway.
Now, let's reset this. This game is a fucking flip and a half. Let's go top.
It's gonna be one fight that just.
They've got it, so now I'm going to bottom. And all right,
Pyramid on the way.
so let's do some game assessment here. So hold tab. We got to figure this out. So
Yeah, definitely
I
want to push
say,
out mid with the super minions.
If it were me, and Aatrox starts posturing,
I can't see the
I'm
timer
very
on the Drake.
tempted
Is
to
that
just
like
say, fuck
40?
it, and E-flash that
Oh,
guy.
yeah, it's like
and
40
ignite him right off the
seconds.
jump, or Yasuo, or Kaisa.
Right, so we could just knock him out of
Yeah,
the
definitely
fight.
want to get
Just
mid and bot
put
push
counter
before that
pressure down.
spawns.
You need to group with your team now. Let's group with our team. We don't want to
Okay.
side lane. We just want to group while we're stronger. We know we're stronger. We're winning fights somehow. So let's just play off
Honestly, with Titanic, I would have pushed that. I would have pushed one more wave out.
that.
But yeah, you want to be a little bit early, but with Titanic, you push so fast on Urgot. Like, you can
Now,
do that,
don't be afraid to find
like
a,
less than 5
play while you guys
seconds.
have Baron. Remember what I told you about losing to Baron?
but it's also another reason why I don't love Titanic for that reason. Because like a lot of games right now with League, it feels like you can't really side lane and split push that much. It's like you just need to be with your team, especially if you're running Ignite. It's so difficult to side lane at this point in the game. So you're losing out on so much value of the wave clear from Titanic.
We want to force a fight
Well,
while we have
no.
Baron.
Oh, right. I
So
do remember.
Yasuo, or yes, this is the type of stuff here. Yes.
Yeah, this is really good.
Beware of Zac. He lands on our head and it hurts. You go to your team. Yeah. All right.
So right here, I'm focusing the Zac and just going for a fear on him because he has no passive.
Remember, E-flash somebody important.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I mean,
okay. It was okay.
close.
I would have probably went for
I
a higher
can't read these
DPS.
fights.
So there's two ways you can play it. What Neace is saying is fine. You can go for an E-flash on like a carry. If tanks jump in like that though and your team is able to focus them, I like to go for a fear on them and then flash in with my pull. Or sorry, go for a grinder on them and then flash in on their back line right as my pull's about to finish, and then you get a big fear on everybody. So those are kind of the two ways you can teamfight on Urgot. Like going for an E-flash and just taking out one of the carries is also good as well.
Yeah, Zac, you hitting that tower is a little risky, but it's okay. At least you didn't get hit by the Zac E.
And yeah, I agree. You always want to be thinking about Zaki. It's like a fiddlesticks. It can engage over walls from like pretty far. So if you don't have vision, you want to just be assuming he's like looking on the other side of that wall. So him going up to hit the tower was pretty risky.
You guys are 100%.
100%.
Because like I said, as long as you fight right now. Now look at this. Because your team has Baron, right? Every fight that we take when we have Baron, if the fights are close, you might as well just take them. Because again,
Yeah.
we learned our lesson in the lane.
Another big thing with Ignite, I don't know. I guess he didn't do it last team fight because his Ignite is off cooldown still, but you want to be looking to Ignite Aatrox pretty much every team fight.
We're now behind.
Just cut that
'cause it's
healing.
Just, very close fights. But the thing is now our team has Baron. If we're back at a coin flip,
Wait, did he just buy a Bramble?
we're now behind because it just, very close fights.
Okay, I definitely wouldn't buy a Bramble Vest this game, especially when you're already running Ignite. Yeah,
But
I'm
the
not
thing
a
is
fan
now
of
Our
that.
team has Baron. If we're back at a
I think right here I'd probably go GA, and I would just buy a stopwatch for 750. And that could really clutch the next team fight. Like, you could use that on an Ornn ulti, a Zaki, a Trox Q. Like, you could use that on a knockup, and that can really turn the fight.
coin flip level from a game that we had like no fucking chance of winning through ourselves, if we're at a coin
Right.
flip level, take the coin flip. Like, take the E-flash.
Yeah, honestly, if
Bramble's just really not worth it. Like, it's not enough anti-heal. You're already running Ignite, which is going to give more. And, yeah, armor is just not really that good here when the Trox has Grudge, Eclipse.
if I were in this position,
They have a
going
lot of
into
magic
phase
damage as well. I'm not really, I
on my
can't
own,
see
I
the
would
other
not have 13
builds,
assists
but I
at
know
this
the
point.
Trox has a
Right.
grudge
I would
eclipse.
have like 2.
Right.
So building this much armor is
You
just
gotta,
kind
you gotta
of,
be willing to like.
it's just not that
You gotta be
good.
willing to play from this position and know what we're trying to do, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna just walk over, I guess.
Yeah, I would just reset with them and sync with them. Because remember, your team's winning team fights. I just want to be there, secure the coin
Yeah.
flip, right? Secure the coin flip.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, I would personally like maybe push out one wave, but it looks like the wave is pushing
I don't know
already.
why
I guess
I'm
not.
having just so much trouble reading.
Yeah, that's
fights, like,
good.
I can't even tell who's who.
Yeah, I just feel like he's getting really low value out of Titanic Hydra this game.
And then
Because like
the
he's
amount
not
of
even
rockets
pushing
that they
waves with
have
it.
just make it so everybody's flying around the screen. I don't want to be nearer to the cane.
Yeah, just peel.
Ooh.
Peel is good. Your Zaya, hold tab. Like, who's our win? Oh, we gotta go hold this. Press B, press B, press B, press B. We gotta hold this Yasuo. Yeah, getting a good ult is good. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Now you need.
Thank
Okay,
God.
Nice.
Akali's holding. Akali's holding. So.
That's a good
Just stay,
ulti.
stay,
Yeah, you just push mid. Just go to mid.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, really gotta stay there since Akali was already recalling.
Assist
I'm
ping,
really
assist
glad
ping
he
on
didn't
Maniac.
finish that
What is
back.
happening?
Oh fuck.
Okay, just go to mid. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Just go to mid.
It
Mid,
died
mid,
to
mid.
Zach.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think they could probably
Akali's not
end.
dead, I
Timers
don't
are
think. If she
pretty
dies, we have
long.
to-
No, she's,
Okay, we're
she's
good.
fine. She's fine.
You're gonna walk it in here, and you're.
Yeah, it's
willing
just
to die
Zach.
to
They
end
should
the
be able to
game.
end.
That was stupid.
Because they
Yeah,
got a
you're fine.
super wave.
I mean, it's a tough game, so ignite him right away. See, just puts pressure on him.
Yeah, good call.
Good. What did we learn today, my friend?
I mean, I guess I should go harder in lane, try to actually beat these enemies that I've been like so scared of.
Right.
So
more
what's the
ignite
rest of
takes.
this video?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Are they just gonna talk about it?
Got too much. Like I don't know. I feel like the takeaways from the live game were not
You don't think?
the one. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's gonna be difficult to apply what I was doing. I don't really know.
Yeah, as the client is saying, it's always hard to get takeaways from the live game, I feel like. That's where watching a replay back is really good, because you can just think about things and, like, see things in a different view.
Because my thing is for you is like, if you just dumped ignite on this Aatrox, you were right back in the position from the VOD. Here, I'm sharing screen. So you can see.
Like the first death.
Right.
Yeah, 100% agree with Neace on this one. It looked like he was really uncomfortable with ignite, and never looked like he was really using it, like, early on in the fight to actually cut the healing.
Yeah, if you just dumped ignite on him, you were in control. Absolutely. I'll watch it back.
Yeah, because he gets Conqueror.
I think just seeing those kill windows and, like, seeing those ignite windows and farming a little bit better, I would say. Like, those would be the big takeaways from this game, I think.
And yeah, he's like 2-3 autos out. If I ignite him, he goes away.
Look at my screen. Look at my screen.
I see what you.
Honestly, not bad, though.
Just ignite.
But yeah, this video is kind of long, so I think I'm going to call it here, guys. It looks like the rest of this is just kind of a little VOD review, and I think he's going to say probably most of the stuff that I already said. So yeah, did something a little bit different. Let me know what you think of this, and yeah, drop a like if you guys want. And thanks for watching. Peace, guys.